YouTube. It's 9 p.m. Do you know what your children are watching? It's your boys, Detroit Love, P-Dubs, Arcade Love, Michael B, the Game Genie, and Restalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes. Friday night just got live.
Best intro in the business, Carl. Nobody does it better. Thank you very much for bringing us in to this entertainment program about home arcades, video games, and other popular culture items. Thank you very much, Carl.
You're welcome, Michael B.
Restalgia, how the hell are you?
Gentlemen?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
I am pretty good tonight. I apologize, everybody in the chat that is looking to see P-Dubs. We don't know where he is. Maybe we're going to put an ad on a milk carton. He's probably asleep on his couch. God only knows. We don't know what P-Dubs. He's a man of mystery.
So, we just carry on.
He'll join us at some point and make us restart the whole show.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyways, happy Friday night, everybody. Happy National Owners Day weekend, or as I call it, Canada Day weekend for those of us north of the border. That's me, Restalgia, and partially Carl. Carl, you're half Canadian, right? You at one point married a Canadian. You have Canadian children.
That is correct.
So do you celebrate Canada Day?
I celebrate every day.
Good answer. Good answer. Restalgia, what about you? Do you do anything to celebrate for Canada Day?
Not really. We used to do the whole like fireworks thing and try to find a place, but we kind of stopped doing that when we realized how big of a pain in the ass it is to like get somewhere, get good parking, do the thing, and then try to get out of there. We get pretty busy. Our city has a lot of universities, and colleges, so we end up with just like flocks of people. So we just try to stay in, but there's fireworks happening all over the place. We can go in our backyard and watch an entire show if we wanted to.
Nice. So you guys are also going to have to give us a little bit of patience tonight. Restream updated, so we now have a new version of Restream, and everything's kind of in a different place. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know what I'm doing. I rarely ever do, but I'll try to do my best to lead us through this process. So I guess now would be a good time to say hello to the wonderful people we have in the chat. Does anybody want to do it, or do I got to step up and jump in?
I say you got to do it.
You are the best.
You got to polish that name calling skills.
And we got JT Brunick there. America's Hat Day, such a special holiday. Thumper Squid, he celebrates the 4th of July. Meatball Saucy, getting old makes you not like people. You are telling me, man. I work from home now. I don't see anybody. Nooner says he's feeding the geese in the garage. Talking about P-Dubs. Skynet says Pliskin's run is here. Big B 73. Will you put your damn image on the back glass? Gabe says hello. Alan's Ageless Arcade. Bobby A1ALU. Bobby, I don't know. Were you the one who sent me those pictures? I'm trying to remember now. Calvin Wong's here. Conti Dinda says P-Dubs is MIA. Kevin Clausen, God love Kevin Clausen. Goofy Foot, Retro Arcade Trooper, Frank D, Jason Little Alien. He had an awesome Weird Al Yankovic reference there earlier, a line from the great UHF song from Weird Al from his movie. Crank up the volume and yank out the knob. We got it all, we got it all, we got it all on UHF. All right, that's enough of me singing. Jim the Pacers fan is here. Adam Kalb celebrating still because the Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup. Bill's Retro Gaming Show. John J. Who else we got here? Quentin, I'm going to say this wrong. Senez. I definitely said that wrong, Quentin. I am so sorry. Mad Dog. Who else? Do we got anybody else? Chaotic BPR, one-time host of that gaming show. Who else we got? Pliskin's Run. I think that's just about everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize. New messages are coming up. James Hates Everything's here. Stephen Ramey. Yeah, I sent you the pictures. Thank you very much, Bobby. We'll get into that a little later tonight, and we'll remember to give you a thank you. Stock Jock is here. Stock Jock, one of my favorite people in the community. Let's rock and roll. Hermano Ravioli, the absolute Photoshop king. Chris C, Spatula City. He knows. All right, guys, let's get rocking and rolling. So I guess the first thing to do, better to get this out of the way before P-Dubs gets here. Let's talk about AtGames and National Owners Day. So have you guys been following along with all the National Owners Day fun announcements and events, all that shit?
No, not
Not at all.
little. I did not even know that they had announced any National Owners Day anything. So,
Really?
Mike, fill us in.
AtGames.
Carol, do you know?
I hadn't even heard. This is my first time hearing about AtGames. What do they offer?
All of their products, my man. So here we got the presentation. Let's just go through it. If the thing will cooperate, you're not usually supposed to share this, but I always break the rules anyways because that's who I am. So it's the same as the video, so I don't know why they don't want to share it. Basically, they just play the PowerPoint video for. So here's the basically product, service, and announcement, exclusive deals, events. The big product announcement was Zachariah Pinball Pack 11 and 12 now available. But what I found funny, this is available. I think it was already available for Pinball Pack for the Legends HD, if I'm not mistaken. But Pinball Pack 11 and 12, these actually come stock on your Legends Pinball 4K. So I'm not exactly sure what the purpose was of selling this. I guess this is for future releases. They might not be on there. I'm not sure, but they released Zachariah Pinball Packs 11 and 12, games that were already on your machine, so you can pick them up now. Of course, the next thing they wanted to talk about was the Natural History Pinball Pack 2 releasing. Pinball Pack 2 for the 4K and the Legends HD, but unfortunately, Restalgia, this was delayed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Did they say
Nope.
why?
Late last night, they said it wasn't quite cooked yet. They were going to need a couple more weeks to get this up and running perfectly before they release it.
Okay. Interesting.
Carol, any thoughts?
None at all.
Do you ever play the first Natural History Pack?
I've never even heard of it. Sorry about that.
Did someone join us?
I don't think so.
I think I hit a button here. Stop sharing. Sorry.
Oh, that's what it is, Carl.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I got to figure out where my thing went now.
Yours is still there, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I just got to bring it back on the screen.
There we go.
So Natural History Pack 2, a lot of people disappointed because this is the first Legends HD release in a very long time. We've had a lot of Zen releases, Zen Studios releases on the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K, but HD owners have been feeling a little left out in the cold. This was finally something new for them to play, and it's been delayed for a couple weeks. So, people are pretty antsy around that category because they keep seeing all these awesome games coming out for the 4K. And they're saying, what about the original owners? So hopefully a couple weeks is a couple weeks, and this can come out early next month. So Legends HD owners have something new to play.
Yeah, well, that'd be good if they can get that out. What's the general consensus? I know you said some people are upset about it, but was there a huge amount of people that were anxiously waiting for this one?
Yeah, a lot of people like the first Natural History Pack. So this was one of the exciting offers. I mean, from the 4K community, it's not that big a deal because we've already got that DreamWorks pack this month. Plus, they just got Gearbox Pinball the other day, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So, I mean, they've had a lot to eat, but the HD is really the issue. People have been waiting desperately for something new.
Right.
Yeah, and speaking of my pinball, I hadn't added a table to that in ages, and the convenience of being able to just purchase these things on your table and start playing a new game is awesome.
All right, we got a super chat here from our buddy Kevin Clausen. Detroit Love, do you want to take this one, brother?
Super chat from Kevin Clausen, $2 US. P-Dubs not being here is a reward. Well, we thank you.
That's not true.
Well, I mean, it's rewarding at least by $2.
Yeah.
So he kind of made it true.
So the other big announcement was Legends 4K Pinball Net now live. So people are experiencing that. I bought all the games. So, I mean, Pinball Net doesn't really have anything for me yet. But for people who don't want to pick up all the pinball packs, I'd be interested to get their, experience with Pinball Net. From what I understand, very different from the cloud streaming previously. You actually download the tables. So it seems like it's a much more well done system and much easier to use.
I'm surprised you hadn't at least played it.
I don't have anything to play. I bought all the games. I think it was the last nod. I bought every single game for the Legends 4K.
Right.
And our moderator, Jason, says, yep, been more than a year for HD tables. All of these were announced last spring, summer, including the rear pack. If you're going to convince me of new content for the HD in 2025, convince me. Oh, Jason, I heard some news about that today that I can share with you that's going to make you surprised. Very surprised. Very surprised. And of course, AtGames also announced upcoming tournaments coming up. Flipper Friends, they tried this once before. So I'm not really sure how these tournaments are going to be worked, but we're going to get big tournaments coming up. Mark your calendars, thrilling experience. All new Flipper Friends Legends 4K tournaments are set to launch on July 5th. So I know one of the games is already on PinballNet. I think the other games you have to buy to play, but if you're the kind of person that you want to test your skills, you think you're good. I know I'm not near the top of the leaderboard, but anyways, if you want to test your skills, join Flipper Friends. And down here, we've also got, they're going to do Pinball Pack Celebration. So last month, like they were celebrating Natural History Month all month. They're going to be celebrating certain packs throughout the year. So you can take a look at what their calendar is for pack celebrations they're going to do. Like they had trivia stuff and different things like that. So if that's something you're interested in, there you go. They also announced that the AtGames Legends product line is set to hit the shelves at Sam's Club. So October 24, it's going to be a new Legends Ultimate that includes a new UI, new games list, but it's still the old Legends Ultimate. No word on if the Legends Pinball 4K is going to be at Sam's. I know that's what a lot of people were looking for. And they're going to be doing some kind of contest for spotting Legends devices at Sam's Club. So there it is. They also announced Natural History Pinball Pack 3 coming, Nature's Fury, The Insect World, The Invisible World of Microbes, and Dinosaur Dynasty. So the Invisible World of Microbes. I heard a rumor, Restalgia, that this is basically going to be a pinball table based on a journey through your colon.
You got it. That's literally what it was. Yep. I'm getting a cut of all the revenue on that one too, so it's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that one.
So, Carl, I'll get you to take these again.
Kevin Clausen, my account got hacked. I love P-Dubs. $2. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kevin Clausen. And we also got one from James Hates Everything, a little bit more P-Dubs love. He wants me to zoom in. Zoom in. Hold on now. This is new to me.
Read this screen.
New to me. Got to make sure P-Dubs can read it.
There you go.
All right.
Wow,
so,
you're getting really good at the streaming thing, Mike.
I know, man. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. So here we go. Mark your calendars. PinballNet HD is also coming up pretty soon, set to arrive autumn 2024. Flipper Friends tournaments on the Legends HD devices also coming in autumn 2024. So then they have Legends HD featured deals, save 20% off the Legends Ultimate. And then I think it's a combo deal with the Legends Quad Play. The only person that I know has got a really good review out for that is their buddy Moat, Mike of All Trades. So if you want to go check out a review on the Legends Quad Play, go check out Moat's. Then you've also got a bundle deal here where I don't know if this is a bundle deal or one of each. It's kind of weird the way they're put together. The Legends, AtGames Legends Pinball and the control panel, especially good if you're going to connect a PC to it. So that's there as well. Save $175. Legends HD, all deals. You can go take a look. So yeah, it's $479 for the Legends Ultimate, $649 for the Legends Pinball, Legends Ultimate Mini, $329, Legends Pinball Micro, $329, and then there's some deals on the Legends Gamer, the control panel and puck, controller and puck. Legends Core Max HD, $100. It's a really good deal. The Legends Core Max is actually pretty decent. Legends Connect HD, Legends Quad Play Control Panel, $219. Legends Bit LCD, love that thing, $239. Then you've got some Vibs boards and the acrylic side panels. And then, of course, the e-store sales. Packs are marked off 20%, so save $5. And same thing down there. All these deals are on the website, so if you want to check them out, you can check them out. Then we get to the Legends 4K deals. Here's the ones we announced last week, the bundle deals, and then the PinballNet. But let's go to the all deals now. So you can save $100, basically free shipping on all the AtGames Legends pinball machines. So Snoopy, Star Trek, Attack from Mars, Dinosaur Dynasty. Am I missing one? Addams Family, all $100 off right now. So basically free shipping. And then you've also got bundle deals with the SSF kit, and I highly recommend getting the SSF kit. Really makes a huge difference in the experience. I would consider it a must for the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K. And then we go down here. We've got some of the packs on sale, 20% off, $20. And no Zen packs. I know people are disappointed by that, so keep that in mind. None of the Zen games are on sale, but all the existing pinball games are on sale. And I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. I would jump on these now. And you might be saying, well, it's only $5 off. But all I will say is you never know when the price may change on these. So $20 might not seem like that great of a deal, $5 off right now. But if you're missing something, I would act on this sale or get these pinball packs sooner rather than later. That's all I'll say. Anything stick out to you guys on the deals? Anything that, but me and Restalgia are in Canada, we can't order. But Carl, how about you? Anything there that's interesting to you?
I didn't see our favorite pinball. Was it on sale as well?
Which one?
What's your favorite one? Right.
I really like the Attack from Mars. Like,
okay,
if I had my choice, that's the one.
You zipped by it, so I didn't see it. So Attack from Mars is on sale. Okay.
Yeah, $100 off. So basically free shipping and handling.
And you were talking about the Sam's Club deal coming in. I always know winter is coming when Sam's Club has a AtGames product. Going on that shelf this time of year is mulching, all this yard stuff. But when Christmas starts approaching, I know I'm going to see some AtGames and some arcades on there.
Well, the cool thing about the new AtGames coming out, it's got that new UI, so new user interface. So that's a plus for anybody. There will be different games on it. That's the sad thing about buying these. Like, someone wrote on a message I saw the other day, and I think Jason Little Alien answered it. Was either in one of the chats or something like that. Someone said, "Is Zookeeper on the AtGames Legends Ultimate?" And he responded with, "No, it's not there." And I was like, Zookeeper was on mine, but it like the games change every so many months, every so many years. So Conti knows what people have been waiting for is an ALP 4K deal at Sam's Club for $9.99. We'll see. All right, guys. So moving down from there, they've also got some exciting events, and they've got a little bit of a calendar for what's going on. So the sale is live now. Zachariah, new product release. That's those pinball packs that are already on the 4K live. You got HD and 4K leaderboard events, 6 p.m. Eastern today. Tomorrow there's trivia. Trivia. AtGames July calendar is coming up on Monday, July 1st. Finish NOD event sales end. And the winner announcements coming up 6 p.m. Eastern, July 3rd. And here's what you guys can win. So grand prize Legends Pinball Micro, $100 AtGame eStore coupon, 3 winners, $25 eStore coupon, 30 winners, $10 AtGames eStore coupon, 40 winners. There's all the prizes that you can get. So what do you guys think about the prizes? Like, it's awesome AtGames is giving something away, but it'd be real nice if they gave away something like the main prize instead of a micro, like a Legends 4K. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they should do that back in the day,
Yeah.
So it would have been great to be able to promote that, get more, conversations going on about that through the games. But hey, it is what it is. They don't have to give out anything for free.
No, not at all.
So it's good to see that they're still.
I actually disagree, because I think the only people who are going to be playing these games are people who already own a 4K pinball. So it'd be wonderful if they did a 4K giveaway at some point, but for this specific event, you've got to play the 4K games in order to be a part of this, which would assume you already have a 4K pinball. So maybe the micro is something that the winner could actually include in their home gaming setup. So,
you know what I like about you, Restalgia? You always come up quick with that answer and provide a lot of, really good information to people, except you don't fucking read. Play on your Legends HD or Legends 4K device. So someone with a Legends HD pinball could win this and win a Legends 4K.
You've missed my point, Mike. It's okay. It's way over your head. I get it. You're not with me. You're not on the same level as me. So I can appreciate that. I thought your comment brought a lot of value.
Thank you. That's what I was going for. Just a little bit of extra value.
Yeah, like again, no shade. They don't have to give away anything, but I always say I remember the fun and excitement when like all this stuff was super hot. Like the home arcade community was buzzing, and we did that National Owners Day that year where they gave away like the ALP first came out and they gave away like 4 or 5 ALPs. Like there was just a different feeling to it. This is cool, but it could be cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but it's only good because people are going to be forced to play it on their 4K anyway. So
it says literally Legends HD or 4K devices. You bag of shit.
Oh God.
Join AtGames Trivia Challenge. Answer any question or better, and all of them for your shot at winning prizes. Like I like this AtGames cup holder. Restalgia, you got any interest in an AtGames cup holder for your Legends pinball?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense too, because like the only people who can really answer the trivia questions are going to be people who own the 4K pinball. So getting a cup holder for it, I think is just like a nice touch.
Or the Legends HD.
And I'm a fan of the cup holders for sure. I added cup holders to several of my cabinets for beer or pop or water, whatever you want to drink, so they don't have to try and sit on the top.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think the cup holder is actually a cool accessory. I think if you're buying one of these machines, or if you want to get something for it, like the cup holder is not a bad investment to make.
I just like swag. I wish more of these companies had like shit like shirts and hats and stuff like that. Honestly, that's another thing I'd like to see AtGames do for National Owners Day. Come out with just some, merch, hats, shirts, and stuff like that. There's a bunch of people in the community that would love to win something like that. And it's marketing your product because like assholes like me with a YouTube channel are going to win. Then I go on my camera with an AtGames hat and then someone watches it and goes, what's AtGames? And then all of a sudden you got people interested in your brand. So give out some merch.
Merch is sweet. Everyone likes merch.
Yeah. Everyone likes merch. Just don't do what Arcade1Up did and put dragons and stuff on it. Just your logo. That's enough.
Those designs were so stupid.
It's the stupidest, most overthought thing in the world. We want Arcade1Up shirts. Do you want this one with like the symbol and then the Arcade1Up is just like downwards on one breast and then there's blood all over the place? No, I just want a fucking shirt that says Arcade1Up.
I just want your logo. That's it.
Just your logo on a shirt. Easy enough. Yep. Anyways, I like the cup holder. I remember when they first came out, magnetic cup holders. There were all the complainers saying, "Oh, I bet you they don't even stand up." But I haven't heard a complaint yet. Anyways, that's everything from AtGames Summer Nod. So, yeah, I mean, pretty normal event. It's what we always get from AtGames for these Nod events. Nothing over the top or super exciting, but there's some deals to be had for people that are missing out on some of these things. And yeah, not too much to talk about. I got to figure out how to I'm just going to stop sharing. That's the easiest way to do it. Anyways, guys, what do you think of the Summer Nod event? Do you feel like owners have something to celebrate here?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is I think this is good. This is something that they do like a couple times a year. It's something that people are interested in. People do participate, especially in like the little contests and things. Some people may think that's stupid, but there's a ton of people who participate in it, and it's just a fun way to engage with the community. So if you don't like it, don't join, but if you do, then play around and maybe you'll win a prize.
Yeah. And again, I like that AtGames has such variety and choices, a lot of things that you can choose from, and you don't always want to pay full price for everything, right? So these are incentives for people to try and add on to their collection. If you're going to buy something anyway, why not wait until Nod and get whatever percent you get off as opposed to paying full price? So it's good that they do that, and it's something you can count on happening if you're planning to buy something.
So, guys, just an update. I got an update from Patrick. He can't come on the show because he took some erectile dysfunction medicine and it gave him wicked diarrhea. So he's on the toilet and can't come on the show. So apologize, guys. Patrick, unfortunately, due to his erectile dysfunction, took some over-the-counter medicine and now has diarrhea.
This is the third time this week he's done that.
It's terrible.
I'll tell you, that is very uncomfortable to have a boner and diarrhea at the same time.
It's not a
It's
not a good
awkward.
feeling for
Who wants
sure.
that?
You gotta get an Elvis. It's a Blumpy. I don't know if you've ever heard of a Blumpy before.
That's not where we're going on the show, Mike.
Yeah. And he's about to kick us all off. He's gonna come in. And,
Oh, he's gonna lose it when he hears I said that. He did just write me. He's not feeling very well, guys, so he's probably not gonna be able to join us tonight.
until the last 10 minutes, where we'll restart the show.
Yeah, start over. AtGames is terrible. Anyways, guys, so that's National Owners Day. The one thing, there's a couple things I think people were hoping for. They were hoping for a sale on the ALP. They got that, probably not as steep a discount as they wanted. I think people were looking for some kind of like huge announcement. Like every time we go into a Nintendo Direct or something, you're expecting something like breathtaking. One of the things that I think a lot of people were looking for is people are interested in getting an AtGames Legends Pinball 4K, but maybe they're waiting for the theme that suits them the most. And AtGames already promised they're going to do 15 of these FX Legends collectors pinball machines. So far, I think they've only done 3. So I think we've got like 12 more to go. Someone with better math skills than me can correct me in the chat. So I think a lot of people were waiting on the next pinball theme coming out at this event. I will tell you guys, we did ask AtGames today. We had a call with them, and AtGames were very clear in saying, no, there is no new theme coming at this time. They said, give us a couple of months. So if you want to keep waiting, looks like you're probably going to be waiting another couple of months to another quarter before AtGames announces a new themed AtGames Legends Pinball 4K. So, now's an opportunity to get a sale, or you can wait for NOD Fall and see if they have something to offer there.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
It's better than, I got the ALU that had the interchangeable skins, which I never changed it to anything. But it's better to just buy the one you want.
I got the option for that too. I didn't really see anything from the skins they delivered that was really appealing to me. And also, if I got it, I was going to have to get those acrylic covers too. And there's only certain things available in Canada, right? If they had sent them to me, mine would be all dolled up. But like, I can't access them. The Brick never sold them, so yeah, we just can't get anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So do you guys want another blockbuster announcement from AtGames that I'm probably not supposed to say?
Yeah, let's do it.
My buddy Jason Little Alien, our moderator, comes in here every time, and he's like, Legends Pinball HD is dead. After they get through the next 2 Natural History Pinball packs and Rare, that's going to be it for Legends Pinball HD. Well, we had a call today, and we did ask some questions about AtGames and Magic Pixel and their relationship. And from what we were told, that is going to be a very different story, as AtGames are committed to doing as much as 10 to 20. I would say it's more like 9 to 15 new pinball virtual tables per year. And that's the plan going forward. So even though right now you're probably like not getting a lot of confidence in the fact it's been over a year since there's a new Legends Pinball HD delivery, the plan is going forward. They're still making tables with Magic Pixel, original tables. We don't know everything now because obviously they can't announce things where the license is even final, but there is a roadmap where they do plan on, making, 9 to 15 or 10 to 20 new virtual pinball tables in packs of 4 or whatever going forward each year. So all hope is not lost. Legends Pinball HD owners, new games are coming. Not as quick as, obviously, it's easier to just grab a game from Zen Studios and port it over. You're not building it from scratch. But Magic Pixel and AtGames are working on new pinball tables for the Legends Pinball 4K and HD. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
That is actually pretty good news. I didn't know that they were going to be making that kind of a commitment. So you can get 10 to 20 new tables a year. That's not too bad. You get 10 or 20 new tables a day, maybe. No, I think that's not too bad. That's like 1 a month on average. Like that's
I mean, decent. What AtGames and Magic Pixel have done has been pretty good. I think a lot of the slowdown has been, a lot of the resources the last little while has gone to implementing the Zen Studios games. Yeah. And I mean, the Zen Studios games haven't worked as well as they would have wanted. So I mean, Like I talked to PK one time and he was like, nobody leave the room until the lag is gone. So I know that's their focus right now. So just be patient, Legends HD, Legends Pinball HD owners. More stuff is coming.
That's good news. That is good news.
Will we ever be able to buy tables directly on the Legends HD? Not something I have an answer to, but as of today, you can do it on the 4K. You can actually buy your tables directly on your pinball machine as of today. Restalgia, did you know that?
I did not know. I didn't know anything. I don't know anything at all.
Why do you not know anything?
How would I know?
Dude, you work there.
I haven't worked there in years. But I don't have, like, I'm not in any influencer threads. I don't get emails. I don't get any communication. I have no idea what's going on. So I hear it for the first time when the public does, but I'm also not on social media. I don't really go on Facebook, so I don't see it. I really don't. If I get a newsletter in the, like,
because of the recent bullying,
it's got to be that.
Yeah,
it's got to be that.
Yeah.
No, I just don't. I don't hear from any information.
I don't hear it at all. So.
I am the heart and soul of the show. I am the anchor that keeps it together. Will we be eventually able to play in 4K? Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? I don't know the answer on that. Some games, you know, they've had to optimize, lower the resolution to try to get the flipper leg down. So anything's possible. Will the micro get the new UI that is on the 4K? I don't know. I think the Legends Pinball HD at some point is integrating to the new UI, isn't it?
I have no idea. I know that I thought from the beginning they said the new UI was not going to make its way to the older products, but I guess based off of what they announced today with the new ALU, maybe. It depends on if the new ALU has got a different chip, right? Like maybe,
that's true. Yeah.
Maybe the new ALU HD is still an upgraded chip, and that's why they're able to do it. If it's the same chip, then I'd imagine if they can do it on that, they can do it on all of them. But
all right, guys. So just give me a minute. I'm not as organized as I would like to be, but there was some other AtGame news this past week because they actually did a new firmware update, which we talked about a little bit with the new UI. Some people are saying the flipper legs fixed on the Zen tables. There was no grave, like, giant upgrade to the flipper leg with the new tables. So that's wishful thinking there, guys. But I do want to share this with you guys. Gearbox Pinball was released on the... Oh, my God. Gearbox Pinball was released on the AtGames Legends 4K this past Wednesday. You can play Borderlands Pinball, Brothers in Arms, and Homeworld. I'm the only person here with the Legends Pinball 4K. I didn't pick it up this week. I just didn't get around to it. So I will pick it up at some point. Not the biggest fan of these games personally. I'm not a Borderlands fan. I have no idea what Homeworld is, and I've never played Brothers in Arms. So, you know, there's not a lot of, nostalgia for any of these titles, but the games might be good. I remember getting them on Pinball FX. Zen Studio sent them to me, but I don't remember anything really memorable drawing them towards me. Have either of you guys ever played these games on Pinball FX?
No, I've never played any of those.
None.
So really, none of us can get into this conversation. It's just, there's a new pinball pack available now. Check it out if you want to. Anybody here in the chat, let me know how the Gearbox Pinball is. I did look at the notes. There is still some noticeable flipper leg, but has anybody picked it up? Let us know in the comments. What do you think of the new Zen Studios Gearbox Pinball pack? Ray De La Torre says he really likes the pack. Papa Brad said they covered it on Arcade Talk. Stockcheck says Homeworld was a great PC space game. Homeworld was one of the best space real-time strategy games he's ever played.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm not familiar at all, guys, so I apologize.
Cool.
You ever play any of these game series for nostalgia?
I played a little bit of Borderlands, but didn't really get into it. Not my kind of game. And I've never played either of the other two. Actually, maybe Brothers in Arms has been around for a long time, right?
I have no idea what it is.
I think Brothers in Arms has been around since like PS2, maybe. Yeah.
I've heard the title of the Borderlands and the Brothers in Arms, and I'm sure I may have played a demo at some point in time on one platform or the other, but nothing that sticks out at all.
Yeah, no, I've played Brothers in Arms then. I'm looking at just some screenshots. I've definitely played it.
Neo Severa, I can't speak for everybody, but yeah, usually with pinball having an affinity to the theme actually enhances the experience for a lot of people. Like people go out and buy $10,000 pinball tables mostly on the theme even before they play it.
That's why I want a Dark Knight pinball machine.
The game's horrible, so it's got to be the only reason.
It's for literally the only reason. That and like the Pro and the Premium are identical. So
this is why you're the top pinball influencer. This is why
I'm the la creme de la crop.
Anyways, guys, that's it for AtGames. Enjoy National Owners Day if you participate, and if you see anything in the deals you're interested in, good luck. So, moving on from there, guys, what do you want to talk about next? Your choice. Dealer's choice. Boy.
I don't even know what it was.
I put a giant list out.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Zoltar.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Got something here.
Take it away, Carol. You've got the driver's wheel.
All right, let me share this. Entire screen. Now, I don't know how this is going to work. It just takes over everything. Okay, so we received this just the other day and says that today they're expecting the first container. So they're going to start processing the pre-order as soon as possible. So I am excited that we may soon get these things. I don't know when did we pre-order these things? Was it last year? Was it 2 years?
Long time ago. It wasn't 2 years, but it was a long time ago.
It wasn't this year for certain. So it had to be fall of last year, maybe. I've been excited about this. Like I said, this is one of the first products I bought through pre-order period. I've never bought anything previously through pre-order. I always look at them in pre-order and then I end up paying more later. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this. When the Lions were here for the draft, they had the NFL draft, not the Lions, but the NFL draft was here. They had a Coach Campbell Zoltar type machine down at the downtown, and that was pretty cool to see. So that got me pretty excited once again for this product. So I can't wait. I am looking forward to getting this thing. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it on display. I know I can't put it up somewhere high so it falls down because I don't have any walls, so I don't have any shelves that are on the wall. But I want to put this somewhere where because it has the motion, right? You walk by it, it starts talking to you. So I have to find the best place down here that it could be showcased and also get the traffic as people walk by. I can't remember, Stephen. Did you get this product?
I did not pre-order it,
okay.
So I'm not sure if they're going to do review units. If they do, I would love to get my hands on it. But I actually did not pre-order this. It was one that I was on the fence for it because I've never actually experienced a Zoltar machine in person. They were kind of like not around when I was a kid, and like arcades weren't really a thing as well when I was a kid. So I never really got like any nostalgia for it. I do think it's like incredible that they've done what they've done here at this scale, but not enough for me to pull the trigger on that one.
And you never saw the movie Big?
No, I'm not sure what
Carl,
that is.
That's a trigger for Restalgia. He can't go around anything with big in the title.
Anything that's really bigger than 2 inches makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. So this is such a big deal. I do want to also say to Restalgia, one of the reasons that it's a little bit hard to pick up new Wave toys here in Canada is the shipping is really pricey. Like it's a challenge, right? Because they offer a really good product at a really competitive price. They do everything so good, but it just gets killed. All that value gets killed on the shipping a lot of times. So usually when I've picked up new Wave toys products, I've waited for some kind of like sale to kind of bite into that heavy shipping, or I've bought off like a third party vendor, usually like Amazon or something like that.
Yeah. Even the customs when you order direct, like I think the last one that I received was like $65 in customs fees.
It's wild.
It's unbelievable. Just in customs fees. That's not including the shipping or any of the other stuff that goes along with it. So it can be pretty expensive getting things shipped in from the US.
Okay, now Goofy Foot said that there was January of 2023 that the pre-orders. You guys were talking about cup holders earlier, and I was thinking about my new Wave product. I purchased a little cup that holds the...
Carol, do you want to put us full screen first? You got control of this shit now. Stop sharing.
It's going to stop doing this. But I'm still talking about New Wave toys. I bought the little cup with the coins.
Oh yeah.
And I also got the rugs that the machine sits on. And they look pretty cool. But now the only thing with the cup, none of my cabinets
take coins. They're flat, yeah.
None of them are flat, so they all have inclines. So I don't have anywhere on the arcades to sit the cups. But I do have the charging machine that has the coin dispenser, the fake coin dispenser. It's a charger, but it does a coin change machine. So it can sit on that. So it can sit over in that area. But I was kind of bummed that I can't sit the little 7-Up cup on any of my actual arcades.
Yeah, I like that they do little things like that. Like some stuff, like they say big drop tomorrow, and it's one of those rugs with, I forget that specific artist on it. Like not my cup of tea at all, but I appreciate the attention to detail and the work that goes into it. Like they're helping people, like, how Arcade1Up was helping people build these mini arcades in their home. Mm-hmm. New Wave Toys is helping people build mini arcade dioramas in their home with their stools, rugs, all the extra stuff. They should sell their own action figures. You can get like a little Shiloh, a little Eduardo to go play the arcades. That'd be dope.
That would be.
And I tell you, aside from the Coke machine, which I think has got to be my favorite.
Oh yeah, love it.
Product until Zoltar comes, but I do love those little keychains. That's the 25% looks like a coin button. I have the keychains. I don't know if you guys ever saw those in person. I just love that little thing. That thing is built so solid. It feels like I have a real coin door in my hand.
Yeah.
Because it's made out of our steel. So that's a pretty good product. I like that. And I have my keys for my 2 machines. The key for the coin box, the coin door. I have those little keychains from the Wave Toys. I think those are sweet. And they light up as well. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I got a keychain somewhere with my Godzilla pinball that I got to find. Really quickly, Nooner makes a good point too. Me and Restalgia talking about waiting for them to go on Amazon or something like that. Doesn't always happen because a lot of times they sell out before they even hit the third-party sellers. Mm-hmm. So you end up paying major prices. I was lucky enough to get a Q*bert when it was out of print because I was at Cleveland last year. So that's the risk you take. It's just, man, that's shipping. It sucks.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was looking around just checking out what the prices were, and I looked up the Centipede. That was their first arcade cabinet that they released, and it's selling for like $500.
Oh yeah, it's
or like $600 or something. Maybe even more if it's brand new and still sealed in the packaging. Our buddy, that's wild.
Our buddy Stockjock got lucky and got a Tempest from New Wave Toys when he was in Cleveland last year. That's another one that's long out of print.
Yep. Yeah, that was their second machine, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they're never going to make any more either.
Right, and Centipede, that is the one I definitely wanted to have at some size with the proper vertical. I didn't get it from what's these people called? Arcade1Up. I didn't get it from them, and so I'm stuck with it on my Tempest, which I hate because
I know
it's not the right ratio. So I'm
they made it wider too, right? Like,
right.
Yeah, that's the thing. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. I wish I could get me a real vertical Centipede cabinet. Of any size for the arcade one.
Carl, this is the best thing you've ever said on the show. Me and you completely agree with this. When we went back to all those rumors about New Wave Toys doing full size or playable size arcade cabinet, something to compete with Arcade1Up, all my hopes and prayers went on Centipede. So me and you, we're joining that Centipede revolution. New Wave Toys, listen up. The people want a playable Centipede. Restalgia's going to say he wants something different, but fuck that guy. We want Centipede.
I actually agree with you guys. Not necessarily on Centipede, but I think if they were going to do a 3/4 scale to compete with Arcade1Up, like a Centipede-like game, so like that or Tempest, something with unique controls, not standard sticks and buttons. I think that would do quite well, especially since, generally speaking, Arcade1Up has done a shit job on a lot of those in terms of the physical controls, the way that they feel, the way that they work. They're cheap feeling. So if they can come to the table, partner with Glenn, and put some of Glenn's products in their machine, I think that's a winner and a good way to start.
That Glenn Powell makes a good product. So I can share this with you really quick. I got to see if I can find it. Put it on my phone earlier. Let me send it over here now. So you know how Glenn works with Thunderstick Studios, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So earlier today, I got an email, and I just shit myself. I sent it to Glenn, and let me just see if I can send it and then put it up on the show for you guys. Here it is. So let me. Yeah, I got to forward it. This is the most interesting thing we've ever done, probably. Me on my phone doing this. So, all right, let's see if I can bring that up.
Yeah, put in the private chat. Where you put?
Here it is. So, anyways, let me share screen. I hate this new thing. Why do people do this?
They made the changes. It's super annoying.
Yeah, so get ready for it. T-Stick sent out an email. Our amazing partner, Glenn Powell from Glenn's Retro Show, will be making a special appearance at Too Many Games. So I wrote Glenn, and I was like, man, you are deep undercover. They got his name wrong. They did send out a retraction after to say that Glenn Planamento, their partner, was going to be at Too Many Games. But this started my day off. It's just so funny. I was like, Glenn's under witness protection, and they just outed him. The mafia's coming after him.
I also find it funny that they always use the knee Glenn picture.
Right? Instead of, nice Glenn.
Yeah, like a nice professional shot of Glenn. They've got Glenn cosplaying as Negan from The Walking Dead. I love that. That's hilarious. Good.
Buy my shit or I will mess you up. Meet Glenn Powell at Too Many Games. Anyways, I did have some other stuff I wanted to share with you. One of our friends here in the chat, Bobby1ALU, he's actually in Vegas right now, and they're doing that big Golden Tee celebration. So he sent a couple videos from Vegas of him actually playing the new Golden Tee, and we just talked about Glenn. So now is perfect timing to bring it up. So here is actual gameplay of the new Golden Tee from the Vegas show. They've got a display model on place, and you can actually play the brand new Wave Toys Golden Tee.
Can we stop for a second? Can we actually mention the screen? Like their new FX.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah,
it looks so good. They do such a good job with it now.
Yeah.
All right, carry on.
It was needed improvement at first when it first came out. First one I saw was Missile Command, and I was like, "This is not good."
It's not good. No, but they fixed it, and it looks.
They got
better.
It right. Yeah.
Yeah, just even from what you're seeing, like that actually, it looks really good on this screen. So.
Oh yeah. All right. So here we can take a look at it. I was nervous about how it would play on that, but I will tell you, even with your finger, it looks like it plays better than my Arcade1Up Golden Tee 3D XL, because that thing just doesn't work. My trackball is the shits. This looks much more playable, to be honest.
He's got to use his whole hand, though, and just like...
just knock the whole cabinet over.
Yeah. Or just flick the ball.
Can you imagine, like, James Hates Everything when he did his review on Golden Tee 3D Deluxe, and he was, like, slamming the screen? Like, he put this through somebody else's window, man. Like, BAM!
Mm-hmm.
Jason had to correct all of us. The CRT FX 2.0, Jason, 2.0. And he also sent another short. Let me play this for you here now.
Can you go back in the video? Actually, I'm kind of interested in that laptop they had there. Oh, look at that. It's an IBM ThinkPad. It's wonderful.
That is a nostalgic item itself.
It is.
So I'll be honest, like Golden Tee is not my most interesting release from New Wave Toys. Like it's not something like I'm going to be like, oh my God, but what they've done there, like always, is really, really awesome. Like New Wave Toys have a way of just killing every single release they do.
That's because you don't have a bar at the house. That thing would be perfect on a bar.
I never got that experience. Like I definitely was in the right age range of going to like university bars and pool halls when all this stuff was there. It's just I was either playing pool or I don't know, talking to girls. I wasn't really playing like Buck Hunter and Golden Tee while I was at the bar.
And you know, my favorite watering hole that I go to on Thursdays typically, they finally got rid of. They got rid of the Buck Hunter and the Golden Tee. I think end of last year.
Yeah.
So it is no more at the bar. I don't even know if they have in that space anymore. But I was at. I stopped by. What's the place? I don't know if you guys have over there. The chicken place, B-Dubs or
Buffalo. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Buffalo Wild Wings. No, we don't have it.
I went to a Buffalo Wild Wings today, and they had a nice little Pac-Man. It was a modified Pac-Man. They had bunch of different Pac-Man games on it. But it was good to see. They had that and one of those claw machines at this Buffalo Wild Wings. But it's always good to see those arcade cabinets still out there in the wild, keeping this love alive.
So Bobby says it looked great in person. The trackball wasn't smooth. Gameplay seemed a little slow. Oh, that's sad to hear. Oh man, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not as good as the Arcade1Up after all. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyways, that's not a winning recommendation, but we'll have to see how it plays when it comes out.
Well, we do have to ask Bobby how many drinks he had before playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Go hand in hand.
That, my friend, is what we call a variable. All right, guys, so moving on. That's new Wave Toys out of the way. This past week, we also got some... Oh, before I go, though, I would be remiss not to mention our other host, the person who took the erectile dysfunction medicine and got diarrhea. So bad he couldn't leave the toilet. P-Dubs is actually having Shiloh on his show Monday night, and also the guy from the company that owns Zoltar. They're doing a big show on the Zoltar Talk, so if you're interested in that, tune in Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Multicade Mondays, where they're talking about something that is neither an arcade or a multicade on Monday.
Awesome.
Kind of weird that P-Dubs didn't set that for Super Game Room dudes, isn't it?
Not weird at all.
You don't think so?
No, you're really shitty when we do interviews, so I don't think you wanted to bring in some important guests and then just end up ruining the show because of your presence. So
that's true. I am the worst.
You might be.
Literally the worst. Anyways, guys, check out P-Dubs Monday night. Shiloh's going to be in the house. They're talking Zoltar. Should be a fun show if you want to know more about Zoltar. Just not anything about multicades. I don't know why he calls it Multicade Monday. Why doesn't he just call it Novelty Monday?
I agree.
He's got to change it to Retro Randoms Monday.
That was literally going to make a joke about Retro Randoms. So well done.
All right, so another thing I wanted to bring up was this past week, a bunch of leaked prototype cabinets came up from Arcade1Up. You guys see this stuff?
I've not seen any of this. I don't know what we're talking about here.
Carol, do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's awesome, because you guys are going to be seeing and reacting to this for the first time. Let me get these up and active here so I can show you guys these prototypes. Seriously, you guys haven't seen them yet. This is going to be fun. It's going to be real fun.
Yeah, let's see it.
Did you use any of these new add-ons they put on Restream?
I don't know what you're talking about.
On the left, they got all kinds of neat things over there.
I'm not playing with that right now, Carl. We're doing a show.
I'm a poking around with one.
Motherfucker. All right, so first up is a sit-down outrun cabinet, but as you can notice, it's converted into a Spy Hunter. It looks like a mod project, but this is, in fact, a real Arcade1Up product or something they were looking at building. So what do you think about a Spy Hunter Arcade1Up, Restalgia?
I don't know, because I've never played the game. I've never played Spy Hunter.
Well, you're not really into arcades. I don't know why you ever covered arcades in the first place.
I've just never played Spy Hunter.
Pinball.
I play like 90s plus arcade. That's where I actually know. I don't really know that much from anything pre-1991, maybe.
Yeah.
So I've never played Spy Hunter. I personally think the Arcade1Up sit-down style arcade cabinets
sucked.
I think they really suck, and they're really good if you're like 5'2", maybe,
or a child,
right?
A very small child.
So for this specific leak, it does nothing for me on the IP, and it does nothing for me in the form factor, and it just smells of failure to me.
Well, I mean, I would have to disagree. This is a perfect size for me, and it just won't be very comfortable with that little cushion they have there. But I would rather have pole position, but you wouldn't have that in this type of form. But I like any new offering, because with arcades, it comes down to what people love, and what people love is what was near them. So the people who had Spy Hunter near them, if I was caught playing Spy Hunter, that's because somebody was on Pac-Man or Donkey Kong or some other game I wanted to be on. But it's not a game that I played on purpose for a long time. And the one right next to it, Paperboy, was the same way. People made big deals about that. That's a game.
Carl, patience. We're going to get there. Patience. Patience. All right. 720. This was rumored in the leaks, and I said, there's no way they're going to do it. It's too weird of a cabinet design. But man, oh man, they did it. What do you think of 720?
That is weird there.
I like this.
I love it.
I do actually kind of like this one.
Yeah.
I think it looks really good.
It looks like somebody knocked over my iArcade.
What's that, Carl?
I said it looks like somebody knocked over my iArcade up against the wall.
Yeah. It's just on its side. No, I think this would look actually really cool in kind of like in a setup, in a home arcade setup, just because it's very unique. It's going to draw your attention pretty quickly. So
this is one of those ones that again, I would say I have no nostalgia for the game. I'm not going to pick it up, and then I would get it and then tell everybody you got to get it. It's a showpiece arcade. It's so cool. And I heard a rumor that what they were actually going to do with the boombox up top was actually apply some kind of MP3 player to it. So then you could actually set your phone up or whatever streaming device you had and play songs through the boombox actually in the 720 boombox. So
yeah, just like
cool shit, man. Yeah, just like an iArcade. So, I mean, to me, like this thing is just unreal. This would have been, I would have bought this. There's no question about that.
I would say the only way this would be cool if they put a refrigerator in the base of this.
Someone actually won Arcade1Up's DIY contest with doing the most simple and most done mod of all time, putting a mini fridge in an Arcade1Up. That actually won their DIY contest. Yeah. I am not fucking joking. That's 100% serious.
That would make this really cool.
So there's another look at the sit-down Spy Hunter. Let me just go here with the pictures. Now, Carl, we can talk about Paperboy. So what they did here was they actually took a Star Wars Arcade1Up and then modified it into a Paperboy. There you can see the handlebar controls in a modified yoke. What do you think of that?
That's interesting.
Yes, Bluetooth speaker, J-Cuts.
I think if you're gonna do a Paperboy on an arcade cabinet, you got to get the proper controls in there. So that's good. But I've never actually played a Paperboy original machine, so I don't even know if the controls are really truly accurate to what the original machine was. Yeah, Mike, you can tell me, is it?
Yes, that is accurate.
This is that 100%. It was just effectively a flight yoke with a different handle.
Let's go take a look here, Restalgia. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second, and I'm going to find an original Paperboy because it's been a while since I've seen one. I know my buddy Nick Madsen recently picked one up. I'm just want to confirm.
I'm with you, Restalgia. If we're in 2024, right? You can get some real handlebars even from a little kid's bike or something.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a little bit different than what they've got there. But let me just share the screen here. Yeah, it's not exactly alike. So this is more so what it's like right here.
Yeah, so you can get that 3D print that or something. So I think. I love any effort where people get things to look the way they want it and to behave the way they want it.
Okay, hold on. Pull up the Arcade1Up one now.
Hold on. Okay. Be patient. There you
go. Okay, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like that. I like better the slanted board, so I like that better than sitting on top of the flat top.
Can we all agree? Can we all agree that at least this is better than the Paperboy playing it with Mortal Kombat controls on the MK Deluxe cab?
No, I disagree. I think playing it on the Mortal Kombat machine is literally the only way to play Paperboy.
So how about this? This is another deluxe cab. There's only two here that are in the deluxe form factor. The other one is a dedicated Pong. So this is an actual remake of the original Pong cab. And I guess it would have a similar games list to the Pong pub table, what that had.
Well, before you go on, can you remind me whose pictures are we looking
at? These are the pictures that I shared on the leak video that I got from an unnamed source.
Okay. All right.
You got them directly from David McIntosh.
No, I didn't get them from David McIntosh. The one thing I will say, I watched Walk and Talk from my buddy PD7 earlier this week, and he's like, why did Arcade1Up release the leaks now? And it was not Arcade1Up that released the leaks. That's all I will say.
I actually think I'm not even a Pong fan. Pong
Yeah.
is I've got zero interest in that game, but I think this looks pretty cool. I think
I
I think
appreciate
it looks
when they
all
go
right.
out of their way to try to recreate the original cab. I know the lines in the back are not original, and it probably didn't say Pong on the side because it was just wood paneling. But the fact that they went out of their way to make everything else look so good, this is something I would be interested in. And I love my Pong pub table.
The problem that like I'm looking at those spinners
Yeah.
and they look like they're the plastic shitty ones that they
No, no,
included
no, no,
on
no, no, no,
Asteroid.
no, 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 no.
Are they
no.
good? How can you tell?
Pong pub table spinners. If they're the same spinners they used on the Pong pub table, they are very good.
Good. Okay. Well, as long as
Yeah.
they're not those shitty plastic ones they used on the Asteroids cabinet.
No. No.
Good.
Who made the little small tabletop Pong?
Arcade1Up.
Did they? Okay.
Yep.
I was interested in that. I haven't played Pong probably since the 70s.
Yeah.
But I definitely would like to play it at least once.
Yeah, so I believe it or not, I would be very interested in this cab. If this ever came to market, I would have been all over this. Definitely more than the Atari 50th. That thing is a piece of shite. And Restalgia.
Look at this. What
this
is
my
going
favorite
on?
one. Look at this bad boy down here.
No
Let me see if I can
way.
make this bigger for you. What's that?
This is so awesome.
The Restalgia Babycade.
Okay, here's the thing. They need to send me that for review. I will shill the shit out of that. Get me a Batman Babycade, and it would make my year. Are you kidding me?
So if this goes back to the Randy Records leak, there was a Batman Babycade mentioned in the Randy Records leak. We never saw it, but there is the prototype for your Batman Babycade. I can't believe you haven't seen this yet. Your favorite product with your favorite superhero.
This is incredible. Well done. It probably plays like shit and the games suck, but man, anything with Batman, I will totally promote. It's even got the little POW on the top. Well done. They also had, wasn't there like, you're talking like years ago, the leaks, right?
Oh yeah, like 2.5.
Wasn't there a Spider-Man one?
No.
And there was like a Disney's Princess or something. I swear to God, I saw something leaked about some.
I would have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure it was just these three. There was definitely a Batman one, and I was like, what? So I think this would be a new game developed like they did for Paw Patrol.
Well, I'm gonna shill it. So well done. This right here is the winner of all of the leaks that have come out. Batman Babycade.
So here's the next one, Arcade1Up Pinball, and as you can see here, we've got Star Wars, Marvel, everything's normal. Then a different Williams table. So they were going to come out with a different version of the Williams table. This time, medieval madness. Yeah.
Interesting. That excites me less.
Really?
That actually, yeah, because they did such a bad job with Attack from Mars.
Yeah, you were not a fan of that art.
That was a piece of garbage. Whatever they did there, that was literally, I would argue, that is their worst product that they've ever released.
Oh, you're a stinker.
I wish I had gotten one. And now, whenever you find them, they want too much money for them. But
well, they went back down on a recent sale to $4.99, Carl.
Oh man,
and they're still not worth it.
No.
Hey, Carl, if I was you, I'd just get the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K. I mean, you're paying a lot more for it, but man, you're getting such a better product, and you do so much more with it. So
I agree with that.
Here's a picture I never shared. I held off on sharing this one. But 19K Fox shared it later. These are actually, with a blanket over them, full-size Arcade1Up prototypes.
Full size. How do you know?
Full size. So
how do you know?
Because I was told they were full size.
But who? How do we know? How do we know? This is all speculation.
No, this is coming from a very reliable source. That these are Arcade1Up full-size prototypes.
Was this source an employee of Arcade1Up?
He might have been at one point, and it's a dude.
What is that object on the right of that? That
right there is a projectorcade.
I mean, I'm just trying to get a size comparison.
Yeah. So this one here, as you can see from the bottom, is a Star Wars. This one, I'm told, is Mortal Kombat, and this one is a Street Fighter. I don't know if it's a Dynamo or a Big Blue, though. From the low control panel here, looks like it's a Big Blue.
It doesn't look like it's that much taller than the others. Isn't Big Blue gonna like tower over everything else by like a foot?
I would have thought that would have been a Tempest.
Yeah. See, well, I'm not sure by this here, where maybe this line means nothing, but I can't imagine the Dynamo control panel would be so much lower than the MK control panel.
Yeah, something's off about that photo.
All right, moving on. The next one.
There we go. This is a winner. This is the title they should do for the marquee on a machine like this. I can appreciate this.
Smash TV. It's
not
actually
their shitty other version that nobody really gives a shit about.
Oh, you mean Robotron?
Like, yeah, that garbage game.
People who actually know and collect arcades that say, "Ooh, '90s arcades." You know the one they want.
No,
so anyways,
I hear you, Mike.
Anyways, Smash TV, that's a look at what the cab would have looked like. Not necessarily because this is actually a rebranded Legacy cab. So all the way back when they did like the MK Legacy and Street Fighter Legacy. So it's a rebranded Legacy
You can literally see who took the photo, Mike.
What? I can't imagine that.
Interesting. So we know.
I wonder who the leaker is.
Oh my goodness. Well done. This was a plant. this was very clearly a plant.
Like everybody's like, who's the leaker? I'm like, I don't know.
That's too
if
funny.
anybody's still asking who the leaker is. So anyways, that's all the leaks. These were all prototype cabs. We don't know if any of them are coming out. What I take away from it is at least Arcade1Up have invested the time into doing some of these controls, some of these models. So we know that some money has been invested into it. So, you know, what people are saying with Arcade1Up right now is they're going for, you know, releases that don't cost a lot of money, that they're not investing a ton in. So, I mean, nothing may ever come of these prototypes, but at least we know these are things they possibly worked on. So there may already be some money invested in them. So they might be an easy jump to conclusion for future products.
Well, there's no secret that they've looked at just about any popular game, right? It's only a very defined list of games, popular games that would sell. But as we all know, licensing is the key. You can make these, want to make these, but unless you can get that license, they're going to be in somebody's museum. So hopefully they're able to get some of these things. We all love this genre, this home arcade market, and hope that more things are down the pipe. But the reality is that, you know, it's only a limited amount of games that licenses are even available to get that they hadn't done already.
Hold on, guys. People are complaining. I skipped a couple, so I got to go.
Skip the Tetris one, which I'm a little frustrated with you about.
Well,
you know how I feel about Tetris.
Tetris is a game for idiots and assholes like you.
Says that's not fair. That's not even fair. Tetris is like one of like the biggest.
Well, actually,
games in the world. It wasn't. It was his twin brother.
Juan D.
It was Juan D.
He lost weight anyway, so no one can be able to compare him.
So, all right, I'll show you a couple more. You're going to be actually pretty excited about this one. They always talked about Arcade1Up did work on a cab with a widescreen monitor, and here it is. This is a prototype of their 6-player X-Men cabinet. I mean, here's the funny thing. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's amazing. These are the same people complaining, saying, can you make the 4-player cabs 2-player so I can fit more in? So you don't want a 4-player cab because it's too big, but you're going to buy a 6-player X-Men.
I think the thing with this is that people really shouldn't get too excited. I know that like since Arcade1Up has been around, we've had leaks of different machines, and oftentimes they build these prototypes out while they're in the process of the licensing to show the licensor what can be done, and a lot of them don't ever go anywhere. So do we have any context as to when these were taken, or
well,
do we have anything else other than here's a leak of some photos that could have been taken 3 years ago?
I mean, no, it wouldn't have been taken 3 years ago because you got 2 deluxe cabs there, so they were built within the last like year and a half. So, like, some of these cabs might be from 3 years ago. More than likely, the X-Men is long ago built. But you can see here, there's no riser. So, I mean, technically, this is the deluxe cab. So, I can't say if this was built before the first cab or this was a future release, but at least the 720 and Pong were definitely more recent. And I think the pictures were all took around the same time. Here's another one. I don't know if this is I think this is a riser time crisis.
Before you move it, Mike, do you think that they're going to put like an access hatch somewhere on this machine? Because the amount of empty space, we know what's inside of an Arcade1Up machine. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
A small PCB and then the monitor and your wiring. There's a lot of empty space in there. So if this is coming out, they need to have some sort of access hatch so you can use it for storage. You can put whatever other crap you want in there.
Oh, you didn't
mini fridge.
See, you didn't watch any of the videos. Mo did a video on this. So this is actually a partnership Arcade1Up is doing with a safe room company. So it doubles as an Arcade1Up and a safe room. So you know the safe room movie with Jody. Yeah. So like if someone breaks into your house, you can actually hide in the front panel.
It's got hydraulic pumps on it. You lift it up, you slip in there, you pull it down.
It's a panic room. That's what it is. It's a panic room.
Arcade1Up should shift their business model and go, like, if they want to go into kind of like a panic room, that's fine, but they should really go into like nuclear shelters. So right. maybe you could use this. Just put concrete all around the inside of it and use it as a nuclear
here's
shelter.
The one that you shared with me a long time ago. Arcade1Up had secured the license for Tetris. Here's what they were going to do with it. A Tetris Hubert mashup cab.
That's stupid.
I know, right? It is dumb as fuck.
That's dumb. Just pick one of the two IPs.
That's
and
awful.
You pick the better one, which is Tetris.
So this is there's another picture that's just more of the front of the cab and shows a little bit of the messed up marquee, but man, oh man, what a pile of shit this is.
Yeah, I don't like that one at all.
Yeah, awful.
Tetris for me was never in the cabinet, so I have no.
Yeah, I know it was an arcade game, but me and you are the same on this one, Carl. Sorry, I cut you off there. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I played Tetris on a computer.
Really?
I never played it on the arcade cabinet.
I will say that the definitive version of Tetris is the NES version.
Yeah,
that is the one.
Which NES version? Let's test how knowledgeable you actually are.
Dr. Mario?
No. Which version of Tetris on the NES?
I'm not sure what you're asking, Mike. Tetris
There's
number
two
2?
Versions of Tetris on the NES.
The second one.
Which one is that? The one made,
the one that's fun to
by
play.
Nintendo?
I have no idea who it's made for or made by. I know that it was fun to play.
The correct answer is the actual black cart Tenjin Tetris is the definitive Tetris to play.
Why is that?
Because it just is, man.
Is that what everyone plays like the big Tetris competitions on?
I can't answer you on that, but Tenjin Tetris is the better game. That's what I grew up with.
Okay. I guess we'll see.
And it's a rare card, believe it or not.
Interesting.
I was so mad when my parents bought it for me because I was like, you got the cheap one. You got me the Tenjin one. But it ended up being the better game, so I was very happy with it.
Interesting.
So anyways, guys.
What else have we got here, Mike? That's all. This is all the leaks?
This was it. This was the prototypes they showed last week.
That could have been taken a year ago?
Yeah. About a year and a half ago, we think.
Interesting.
When some employees possibly worked with Arcade1Up.
Yeah, when Juan D was there.
Juan D was there.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, so what are people saying about this? Everyone's just excited that they might get a new machine that they probably won't.
Some people are saying, oh, why did Arcade1Up share them now? Obviously, it wasn't Arcade1Up. We don't know who the leaker is. We have no idea. There's no possible way of knowing who the leaker is. But, anyways, these pictures are out there now.
They're out there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carl, what do you think? You're pretty quiet.
It's better than the stick in the eye.
It certainly is.
Oh, there was another rumor that came up this past week. I had someone reach out to me and say, Arcade1Up is done in Canada. And I don't know if you saw this yet, but then you're probably not looking for them. But if you go to the Brick right now, Restalgia, and you type in Arcade1Up, you're going to notice something very strange.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, Mike.
I know. I should have had this ready. What a piece of shit. If you go to any Arcade1Up cabinet, you will notice all of them say
last chance.
Every single one.
I can't imagine that the brick has done particularly well with Arcade1Up in general.
The party cake doesn't say last chance.
Well, like there's some products that are so shitty.
Whoa,
They just got tons
scroll
of them.
down, scroll down. Stop. Up. There we go. Stop on this row. Did you know that they have a 32-inch infinity table that's only $1,000? Did you know that? That's wild. That's about 10 times more than you can buy one on AliExpress.
So anyways, everybody started freaking out because these were all marked as last chance. I had a chance to talk. I already knew the answer, but I confirmed it with the brick yesterday. There's only one reason these are last chance. The brick is actually in the middle of changing distributors for here in Canada for Arcade1Up. So this is the last of the product from the old distributor, and going forward, all new product will be coming from the new distributor. So they're not currently ordering any additional stock from the old distributor, so that's why it's last chance with all these cabinets. The brick has not given up on Arcade1Up. They're just in the middle of switching distributors, so that's why you see this. Rumor debunked.
Oh, sweet. Yo, they still have some of the Attack from Mars pinball machines. They're only $900. That's a value if I've ever heard of it.
The last time I was in Windsor, I went to see the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes with my son. There was a brick right there, but I didn't even think to go in there and see what they had, if they had anything.
Actually, the brick, I do it on my store surfing episodes. It's always fun to pop in there because if they have floor models, for some reason, they're just like, yeah, we're tired with that one now. $150 off. So there's always some kind of crazy deal on floor models. You can always pick up something like my buddy Mike Dalton wrote me today, and he was like, hey, man, they got Dragon's Lair there for $540. I'm going to go get it. And I was like, yeah, fill your boots, man. Do it.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever buy a floor model off of a retail store.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to be very careful. Arcade1Ups are not meant for commercial use. So, I mean, if that got
barely meant for home use, man.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's all I got. I don't think we were. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the Nintendo, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD release today, and a lot of people are upset online about like these re-releases from Nintendo costing full price. Really quickly, anything you want to say on that?
No, not really. I actually didn't know that the price. This is news to me. When you kind of mentioned it in the thread, I didn't know what the pricing schedule was. So sorry, fill me in a little bit. The Luigi's Mansion 2 is retailing for what, $79
in Canada, so $59 in the US, full price basically. And it's not so much people are upset at that one. The one they're really upset about is Donkey Kong Country Returns was announced at the last Direct. And then people found out that it's going to be $59, $79 here in Canada, and they're like, "Whoa, hold the door! You're telling me Metroid Prime Remaster is like a $40 game, but Donkey Kong Country Returns is a $60 game? The math ain't math."
Yeah, I don't know, man. Nintendo can pretty much do whatever the hell they want, and people will still buy their products. So it's it is what it is.
My advice: don't even complain with Nintendo. What I always do is I don't buy it. If something that's not that super interesting to me, I won't pay, because you know what happens, guys, in a little while is Nintendo games, even though you don't get a huge discount, always end up going on sale at some point, and you can save a couple bucks, and it'll be a much more reasonable price, like Super Mario RPG, which is at sale on GameStop here in Canada right now. $54.99, save 25% on Super Mario RPG until July 4th. So if you're in Canada, you didn't pick up Super Mario RPG because you thought the price was ridiculous, now's your time to jump in. If you want to get Donkey Kong Country Returns, you think the price is ridiculous, just wait.
Just wait for it.
Yeah.
Just wait for it.
Hey, Michael, I'm so old, I don't even like any 3D Mario,
Really? Interesting.
I just know the 3D Country with the Donkey Kong 3D. I never, once they went 3D, I just had never been a fan.
Well, you know what's cool, Carl? Donkey Kong Country Returns is 2D.
Well, yeah, but I'm just letting you know, I don't like any of the 3D Mario games.
It's not 3D.
I know that's not. But I'm just letting you know, I don't like them.
Well, and we're letting you know that this is 2D.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put it this way. I don't give a crap about that one, nor any of the 3D. You know. I think we're clear on that subject.
Well,
Yeah,
what are we talking about here? Which game?
In the US right now, Super Mario RPG is $33 at Walmart right now. I've also been told I've been saying series wrong for the last little while because I call it Series. The Super Mario series when it's supposed to be Super Mario series.
You can say it properly?
Yes,
oh man,
if I try really hard.
You the same thing you do with the Xbox Series S and X. You always call
Series.
it Xbox Series X or whatever.
It's
and
a
I'm like,
fucking
what the
Series
wrong with
X,
you, dude?
man.
Series. Good job. Wow, you've grown as a person. Well done.
I have.
That's good. I'm impressed.
Last but not least, I'm really trying to avoid buying things I don't need, and I started getting a big hard on for the Xbox Elite controller recently. Have you guys ever looked at this thing?
Yes, those are so expensive. Aren't they like $300?
Big time expensive. No, I think like
it's like $269, isn't it?
No. The Series 2 is like $199. Let me just look it up.
They made a different version that doesn't have all the back.
The core, yeah.
That's
I think what I'm thinking of is like the one that has all the extra buttons on the back and the macros and stuff like that.
Yes, 200 easily.
200 US, right?
Yes. Yeah. But I got the core one without all that stuff there. It was maybe 130.
Xbox does make the best damn controllers.
They do, though, don't they?
Freaking best controllers. What's that, Carl?
It is a nice controller. The core, I have the core. It's a really nice controller.
See, the thing that came up, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Just bring up the goddamn controller. Okay, yeah, $229. Here we go.
Canadian?
Yeah, $229 Canadian. So I was in the store last week, and I walked in, and they actually had the core on sale for like $149 or $139, something like that. And I almost jumped in and grabbed it. I don't know why.
The used one, dude. It's half the price.
Yeah, but someone might have put their dick on it. You don't know what you're getting used.
That's why you would buy it.
I don't want.
That's not why you buy controllers. You don't want used controllers that are crusty.
I don't like buying used stuff. Someone's dick might have been on it.
it's a pretty interesting line to draw, Mike.
I don't buy used controllers. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, anyways, this has been my new fixation. I'm trying to convince myself I don't or do need an Xbox Elite Series 2 controller.
I paid $101 US for the core.
Yeah, I'm told that usually these go on sale around like Black Friday, holidays. So I think I may try to wait. Oh, and MG says there's a new Elite coming soon. So I might wait on that.
Possible, yeah.
So here's the other thing about it. It doesn't take batteries, so it does recharge.
Mm-hmm.
And this one comes with a charging dock. I watched a video and someone explained to me, you can get the core for cheaper, but to actually buy all the component parts that come with this controller, once you do the math on it, this is actually cheaper than buying the core and then all the component parts together.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
So which core do you have, Carl? Do you have the white,
red, I have the
or
red.
blue?
I have the red.
And you like it?
Oh yeah, I love it. And it didn't come with the charger. It just came with the cable. It didn't come with any of the back buttons. But it's a really solid controller. And I had to get one because my daughters, they play any of those consoles more than I do these days. But they always take over all my stuff. So I had to get me a controller that they are not allowed to touch. And red is my color, as you probably figured out. So they're not allowed to touch my core.
Yeah, one thing I will say about the extra buttons underneath, I did a review on a product that was sent to me this week, which is it's this weird like Joy-Con controller for the Nintendo. It's really cool, like the way it works. Like it changes the form factor for when you hold your Nintendo Switch. I liked it a lot, but it does have those buttons underneath. And I did find myself accidentally pressing them from time to time. So that would take a little bit of getting used to, those buttons underneath.
That would take a lot for me.
Those buttons underneath are like pretty much exclusively used for like FPS games.
Yeah.
So if you're not an FPS player, then they're just going to get in the way. There's no real benefit of having them.
Yeah, there's no game that I would play that would need those buttons. That wasn't even an option for me.
So this is what I'll be waiting for Prime Day, I think, on this one.
Yeah.
See if I can get a deal on it.
Does this have the ability to change your analog triggers into like quick press buttons or no?
No idea.
Okay. That's a feature that I like. There's some companies that do like modified Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers, and they've got the ability. There's like a little switch that changes where, like, how much you can actually move the analog stick. So if you want something that's a little bit quicker for fighting games, for example.
Jason, this is Canadian pricing, remember. Canadian dollars are worth a lot less than American dollars. And Nooner offers a suggestion saying, if you buy used, just don't blacklight it. You know why?
That's a good question. Or that's a good point.
The dick that's on it.
Yeah.
Garage Gamer says you can take the buttons off it.
That's also true.
Yeah, Meatball Saucy knows. Never buy a used controller from Michael B. the Game Genie. Anyway, so this is my next thing. I'm fixated on buying one of these now. I've been watching like video after video on whether or not I should pick one up. It's just really, really like it's so subtle and simple looking, but man, oh man, I don't know why. I have so many Xbox controllers. I absolutely don't need this, but boy, do I want it.
It's just that D-pad you want. That's literally all it is. It's just the D-pad and making it rechargeable.
The making it rechargeable is a big thing.
Yeah, I very much am annoyed that Xbox controllers still use AA batteries.
It's stupid, isn't
it?
So
dumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're so much cheaper than PlayStation 5 controllers.
Yeah, that's true.
Except this one's not cheaper than...
No. This one is like their souped up Xbox controller.
MG's Elite controller fell apart.
That sucks.
Probably not enough dick on it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right, guys. Well, anyways, that's my fixation. Anything going on with you guys in the world of gaming? Anything you're doing interesting before we go?
I do have to find my Switch. I don't know. I stuck it somewhere.
I've been worried about you. I've been playing Switch nonstop lately, and I don't see any updates about Carl playing golf.
I think it's in
PGA Tour,
I think it's in a glove compartment of one of my vehicles.
Yeah.
Well, don't keep it in there.
Or under the seat somewhere. And it's summertime, so I need to go find it. And
yeah, you got to get it out of that heat, man.
I moved the case off the desk, and I'm like, it's still not here. So I got to find it.
So one big thing, I know, Restalgia, you got this past week that I'm going to get into and play some point this weekend. The Beyond Good and Evil update, the new version, Anniversary Collection just came out. Mm-hmm. So you got it on PlayStation 5 like me, right?
Yes, I did.
And that's because we're part of the Ubisoft Creators Program. So they sent it to us to check out. So expect some coverage from me in the very near future. At least I'll be talking about it a little bit. Beyond Good and Evil, my experience. So I'm excited to play that. Mm-hmm. I've also been playing, I played a lot of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door recently. Almost done that. Picked up Luigi's Mansion 2. And I started playing Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. And so far that has been an absolute treat.
Yeah, the Lost Crowns are really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah. I don't have much going on in my world. Let me think for a second. Nothing going on in my world. I got nothing going on, Mike. I got nothing going on at all. I've literally got nothing going on.
I wish your life was better, Restalgia. I worry about you sometimes.
I worry about me too sometimes.
And Carl, other than your Switch, anything else you've been playing? I haven't seen you on Steam lately either. What those porno games aren't going to play themselves?
I have not been on Steam for a long time. The only thing I've been playing down here is Pinball, and that's it. I'm still waiting to play you on some Blitz.
You can't play me on some Blitz. I sold my machine.
I know. That's why I'm still waiting. I have back there. Right by my eye there, I have that Japanese, what's it called, pachinko machine.
Pachinko, yeah.
Yeah, I had my wife down here playing that the other day. She enjoyed that. I got that from Damon Cook. But no, those are only two things. We came down there. Those are right next to each other with the 10% between them. And she was playing that jukebox thing, and I was playing some pinball. Other than that, in the summertime, I am not down in this basement except for Friday nights, and I have to work. So work over there behind these machines here. Other than that, man, I'm outside in the summertime. I'm not indoors.
So last thing I got to share is my son actually dressed up and was ready for Super Game Room dudes tonight. What do you think of his PJs, Restalgia?
Those are the best PJs. I greatly appreciate the bananas that were included in this. It was a very thoughtful image, Mike.
He eats them for the taste, unlike you who eats them for the shape.
I much prefer the shape. Yeah, that's right. I actually don't even like how they taste.
Anyways, guys, apologize
I just eat them
P-Dubs.
for the clout, Mike.
Apologize, P-Dubs isn't here this week. Again, he had real bad. He got the poos real bad. Couldn't join us for the show. So hopefully he'll be back next week and it'll be a more organized and regular P-Dubs production. Otherwise,
are we working next week? It's the holidays here.
What?
It's the holidays. 4th of July.
Oh, 4th of July. We might not be back next week. I don't know. We'll tell you midweek or something like that. Or P-Dubs will cancel at the last minute. One or the other.
Yeah, I'm off for the 4th of July, but then Friday I have to work. So,
I do have to mention this because James did write at me earlier. The banner ads are apparently back on the Arcade1Up website really quickly. Did you see this last week, Restalgia?
Yeah, we brought it up. I thought it was an interesting decision from Arcade1Up to spam any potential buyers with 50,000 ads.
It's back. It's a lot less aggressive this week. So where I'm seeing it right now is on the bottom of the screen. There's just a banner ad that comes up, but it does look like it's back.
But
so,
it's a Google ad in particular, right? Like it's an ad brought by or powered by Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can avoid that if you don't use a Google extension or a Google web browser.
Let's try it with something else here.
Go to Microsoft Edge.
All right. So
or Firefox or something like that.
Up there, Mike.
What? What did you say, Carol?
I was commenting on your desktop, your picture for your desktop. You're making it look cold up there.
Oh, I just got it on rotate. So yeah, if you go through our other extension browser, no ads. So yeah, it's a Google ad. So
yeah, they're probably doing like Google AdWords and stuff like that, or they've enabled Google to place the ads on their website.
So I go back to my comments from my video I did last week, and the ads disappeared. I said it's a nothing burger. Maybe like someone made a mistake over the weekend. But seeing they returned really concerns me that Arcade1Up is even going through the process of monetizing, because I mean, like, how much money are they actually making from these ads? Like
nothing.
And like how offensive it is to the user base. At least this is less offensive. The fact that they're doing that, it's not a good look. So
yeah, and if people
are able to exploit those ads and to add an element to your retail shop, it's never a good thing.
Yeah. Now, if anyone who wants to continue to use Google Chrome to browse the internet, just a suggestion, download an extension called uBlock Origin. Probably the best ad blocking extension you can get. It's completely free. You install it and it does wonders. It clears up all the ads. You don't get ads in YouTube. You don't get ads anywhere. You don't have to see any of the garbage that people try to peddle at you. It just makes your browsing experience that much better. The letter U, block Origin.
I apologize, guys. I was hoping P-Dubs would be here because he's got really the news on this. But Unico is getting ready. Their Nova Blast is shipping out next month. There's tons of footage out there on it. I was hoping P-Dubs would be here because he actually has the pictures and all that information. Unfortunately, he didn't join us. But the Unico Nova Blast should be coming out relatively soon. 19K Fox just did a video on it, did some coverage. Neo Severa, go check him out on Twitter. He's always doing great information on it. Unico Nova Blast looks awesome. Have you been following the development of this thing, Restalgia?
A little bit. I get sent like once in a while. I've been sent like some information directly from the team over there, but I actually haven't seen anything.
You mean the guy that runs it, who uses a name that's not his real name?
Yeah, I don't know who his real name is. I don't really care. Yeah, he was sending me stuff up until like 4 or 5 months ago, and then now I haven't heard anything. I think P-Dubs told him not to send us anything, and P-Dub wants the exclusive for Super Game Room dudes. So
that sounds about right. P-Dubs is like, I hate gatekeepers. Hey, keep this exclusively for me. I want the exclusive coverage on this. I'm the biggest YouTuber. Anyways, they released some videos and stuff on this earlier today. That's really, really cool. So you can see some more games playing. Every time I see this thing in action, like the video, I got to give them like a pile of credit here. So this is a video they released there the other day. So they have
Super
this
high production value too.
Awesome production value intro, and then it just goes to this.
It's a hand cam, yeah. They don't even have stabilize on it.
No, but every time I see this Nova Blast running, like I'm in love with it. Like it looks like it's just going to be the absolute tits once you get in your house. If you get your right, hookup and system working with it, this is going to be awesome. It's pricey though, like $2,000 to get it here in Canada. So look at this guy.
It's so stable that a 112-pound person can sit on it and shake it without it falling over.
I need to see Carl get up on top of this thing like the old Gottlieb pinball machine from Toy Shock.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I need to redo that video now that I'm Slim Spider-Man.
Yeah, so this is coming out. This is coming out this month. Finally, going to ship out. Neo Severa is the only person who's had one in his home for the last little while. Everything they share on it just looks great. I'm very excited. P-Dub shared some new looks at this new. He was showing the stand that it's on. They've updated that. 19K Fox did a video this week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really interested in the Nova Blast. I think it's going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, I think they're doing a pretty good job with this. It is more expensive, but you're not. I really don't feel like this is like something that you're going to be able to classify as like a home arcade.
I don't consider it home
product.
arcade, and people get mad at me for it. Yeah.
I feel like it's like the next level above.
Yeah.
It's fabricated out of metal too, right?
Yeah. So you go to Wendy's, and then you go to Five Guys. I mean, Wendy's is fast food. But is Five Guys really fast food? I would say it's a step above. This is same thing with the Nova Blast. It's not really home arcade. It's that next level. It's like the Five Guys.
Terrible comparison, Mike. But I understand
what you were
trying.
Terrible comparison.
Have you ever spent $2,000 on a hamburger at Five Guys?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Okay, maybe that's why it's a perfect comparison.
Well, Five Guys is pretty expensive, no matter what you get out of that place.
Yeah, I've never had Five Guys. I've never actually been to Five Guys. So, no, I think this looks really good. The screen on it is beautiful. Like, what 26 inch? Is that what
26
it is?
inch?
26
CRT.
inch. Yeah. Beautiful.
No, sorry,
it's
26 inch
LCD, isn't it?
LCD screen. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good aspect ratio. Looks really good. The design is nice. The quality of it looks like it's going to be fairly good. I'm curious about the buttons and how the joystick is going to feel.
I mean, maybe it's just me, but it just looked like a white iArcade.
Colonel, it's not even an iArcade. It's not the same thing. This is a take on the classic 90s candy cab.
Yeah, I wasn't born in the 90s, so I don't even know anything about it.
It's a sit down style, very Japanese inspired. 19K Fox actually has a Astro City. And you remember we all got those Astro City mini review units. It's basically like a takeoff on the Astro City.
I saw these for the first time at the Cleveland Classic, and they had tons of them. So it was pretty cool to see all the different games that they had on these things.
Samuel buttons and sticks, 26-inch 4x3 LCD monitor, 1440 by 1080. Yeah, this is going to be pretty badass. This is a high quality product.
Oh, Sanwa buttons and sticks. Are they Sanwa buttons and sticks, or are they Sanwa clone buttons and sticks?
Sanwa.
They are for sure?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, then, yeah, you're getting a premium product. You're going to pay a premium price for a premium product. And the fact that it's designed to allow you to use original boards or anything you want to put inside of it is pretty awesome.
But keep in mind, guys, there's no brain in it. You got to provide your own brain, right?
Any CPU.
Yeah, so you're either going to have to put a CPU in it, some kind of hardware like a Mister, Raspberry Pi, original arcade.
Don't buy this and put a Raspberry Pi in there. Please don't.
No, I'm just giving people options. Obviously, you're not going to put a Raspberry Pi in this.
Yeah, don't do that.
You're gonna put one of Glenn's Viper boards in it.
You're gonna put the Legends Core Max in there.
Legends Core Max.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get the Legends Core Max, and it's going in this baby
with a new interface.
So, for me to buy anything here, if I was going to get it, this is the combo I would get. And I'm still thinking about it. It's just when I look at it with shipping and all, I can either get a very nice OLED TV or this. So that's my option. And I still got to get something else to do something, right? So can I do this without showing you guys my address?
Nope.
All right. Let me just pop you guys off. I'm going to take a look at this and see if I can figure it out.
You're looking for the shipping cost up to Canada?
Yeah, all told, shipping $300. So
I was going to say it's got to be like $300 to $400.
$300. So I'm looking at $2,000 on the button.
You get this Restalgia. Which one of these three behind you have to go then?
The iArcade. I actually think the iArcade is going. I haven't said this on air, but I think I'm selling my iArcade.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I like my iArcade, but I have my Legends Ultimate. The Legends Ultimate can effectively do almost anything that the iArcade can.
Can it play Dodo?
Dota. I don't even have that on mine.
Oh, okay.
But the reason I was interested in the iArcade was because they were supposed to be bringing some high quality IP, and instead they brought games like Donut Dodo. So for me, I've already modded it. I've got a bunch of games sideloaded onto it, but I don't play it.
So it makes the resale value.
Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm going to get rid of it, make some space. I may actually move things around. Maybe I'll bring Batman back in here and put like an actual display instead of having some arcades behind me. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. But
so I got similar news. So I recently gave up my room downstairs again. Long story short, that became my arcade. So my office is going to be changing. I got a little less space. I was going to keep my AtGames Legends Pinball HD originally because I was like, yeah, I'll just leave the computer hooked up to that.
With the old buddy.
I'm so happy with the 4K and what they did with it. Even though I've got that great buy stuff back box on it, I'm going to sell my ALP HD. And I also decided I am going to sell my iArcade after. I know I just bought it back for $200, but I'm going to ALU gameplay Beerses. I'm going to do the mod on it finally. I'm going to sell it as a multicade. And I'm just going to have the two machines in here going forward. And I'm actually going to do up little shelves and display some of my toys back there, I think.
Wow, your toys, your action figures, you mean, Mike?
No, they're toys.
No, they're definitely not. Well, maybe you play with toys.
That's he's talking about he's going to put some iArcades, some Arcade1Ups back there. That's
what he's doing. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm going to put my sex toys back there.
That's good.
But yeah, so I'm going to be making a little room, and if we don't end up going on a trip this year, I may save up a little, and who knows? I might get a Nova Blast. I do really want a Nova Blast. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's so friggin' cool. I've got no nostalgia for candy cabs at all. It's just I'm in love with that 26-inch screen. I'm in love with the color scheme, everything. I just think that's going to be one of the best ways to play retro arcade games going forward. And I can sit on it.
It's going to be a very awesome pickup for somebody off of eBay Canada.
Eventually. Yeah. Carl will have one too.
No.
I'm calling it here now.
Yep.
Zero interest. I mean, again, I have interest, obviously, from a technical standpoint, to be able to add what you want to it, to make it what you want it to be. I obviously have a passion for that, but it's not something that I would buy for my own.
A home arcade with a giant 26-inch screen doesn't excite you.
I got a 50-inch screen TV I can play any of those things on. Why?
That's not the same.
It is.
It's not even close.
It is. I have nostalgia of walking up to these cabinets and playing some Pac-Man and Donkey Kong.
I know.
I have no, you know what I mean? I have my experience from Cleveland Classic, Gaming Classic, walking past all the other people playing it. So I'll just walk by you guys playing on the screen. And I'll be just like at the Cleveland Classic again.
Anyways, guys, we've managed to almost go 2 hours, an hour and 45 minutes.
And still, P-Dubs has not shown up. We tried to stall as long as we could so that he could show up.
He's got the booze real bad, man.
It's got to be bad. It's got to be
bad. If I'll give somebody some advice. If you ever want to call in sick to work and get away with it, no questions asked, you call your boss and you say, sorry, I can't come in. I got the poos real bad.
No, you say I've got really bad diarrhea, but I'll come in if you really need me.
Nope. Then you don't even say diarrhea. You got to say I got the poos real bad.
No, that's okay. You got to say I have a boner and I have the poos.
I got a massive hurt on that won't go away.
The
Oh,
doctor-
neither
What do you
one
want me
will
to
go
do?
away. Do you want me at the office today or not?
The doctor said to take a blue pill and a white pill, and I took the wrong ones.
I took both.
You tell
I
your boss, you're like, I got a wicked hurt on and diarrhea. You got to
Right.
fix one of them if I'm coming in.
Which are you going to help me with?
And you've never heard the Elvis Blumpy story, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Have you ever heard it?
No idea what you're talking about.
Elvis like getting a Blumpy. So a Blumpy was he would get oral sex while taking a dump.
That's not
disgusting.
okay. A Blumpy? I thought they were called Blumpkins.
No, Blumpy.
No, you're a Blumpy.
You're a Blumpy.
Well, guys,
Okay.
thank
okay
you
with
for tuning in to the Super Game Room Dudes. We appreciate you. We love you. We don't know if we're going to be here next Friday, but if we don't, we'll see
Mike
you
and I'll be there.
on the web.
Restalgia was the first ever medical case of an innie penis.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you weren't supposed to tell everyone that. We were going to show that off on the next show. We were just going to surprise everybody with the before and after photos.
Cough, cough. I'm going to have really bad poos on Monday. See,
Yep.
and that's why we love P-dubs. Every Blumpkins. Nooner says it's a Blumpkin too.
That's what I thought it was called, dude.
Hey, what does this button do?
What are you pressing, dude?
Girl, you make me so mad.
Follow at Restream.io on X.
Hey, I don't know how to get rid of this, so.
Why are you doing this?
Why not?
Why'd
Let's
you
do
put
this
any
one
of this stuff on? We're never going to be able to get this off now.
Donate to somebody.
What is this
I
for?
With over 8
I didn't do
million
this.
broadcasts and over 600 million
can I
viewers
turn this
engaged
off?
monthly.
Oh, you turned it
Restream-
on? I didn't turn it on.
My God, mother of God.
It completely
We've already-
changed the service.
We've already closed the show.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Carl, say goodnight to everybody.
Are they going to ask questions in the chat?
I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going to happen now. We've got
Carl,
a
just
Q&A.
say goodnight. I gots to go.
You got to go because you have the poos.
I have an erection and terrible diarrhea. I have to go.
Hey, guys, we appreciate you watching. Thank you for hanging on for 1 hour and 48 minutes with us. We appreciate you. And until next time, we'll see you on the web. Good night, everybody.
Why did you turn off the outro? The net